It's time to suspend your disbelief once again. Welcome back, everyone. This is your goddess Cerebellite, bringing you once again back into the world of Anachronox. Last time, we got shot at by the Lex. No, we didn't. But it's the same style of energy weapon damage. And, yeah, mystech has awoken. Also, I just want to comment this out loud, but the name of the save point kind of spoiled where we are. So, you'll have to learn on your own, which will probably only be a second from now. So let's get right into it. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy, and share with a friend you think might enjoy as well. Let's do this. Oh yeah, did my photos still save? Yeah. So autosaves just might lose my photographs. Welcome to Homne. My name is Keebler. I'm a cultural attaché and diplomatic liaison for the hospitality community. Please accept my serious apologies on behalf of Decramitus High Count. So yeah, we're on Decramitus. Those sentry robots should never have been on active duty. By the time we realized our mistake, the automatic tractor beam system had already locked onto your shuttle. Yes, well, I'll have to cut my greeting rather short. The High Council just called an emergency session, putting the entire administrative staff, myself included, on full alert. Feel free to roam the city and make yourself at home while we resolve this emergency. We'll be in touch. More. Remote thermoresistor check. Antipody and capacitor check. Variable resistor check. Well, that last one actually made sense. I give up. We've been at this for hours. Maybe we can cut the feed wires? We've been through this already. It might disarm them, but we'd lose control entirely if they ever came back online. I'd rather not. Maybe the circuit interrupters are on the frizz? If they were on the fritz, there would have been... It'd be 20 amps of electricity shooting through your body right now. I don't think so. Maybe if we open the panel? If we open the panel, you'll start tugging random wires. No. Yeah, I feel that. Got a detank. The human circulatory system is an electrician's nightmare. We gotta just pull out all the cables and redo the wiring. For real though, if anyone thinks the human body had an intelligent design, there is a arteries go back, veins go out, right? But so there's a vein that goes up into your trachea, then back down into your left arm. It's ridiculous. Oh. Combat begins again. Yeah, you missed, you bastard. Yay, miss. Fire Slag 1. Alright, looks like we just don't have the energy for the higher Fire Slags yet. I feel like knowing how I play games, this is going to be a game that I really just focus on having ranged attackers. Well, yes, most combat gets into close quarters encounters, wasting an entire move to turn. It sucks. Down the bots go. Alright. power crystal and heel grease. Oh yeah, didn't they give me a shield cell or something like that? Oh yeah, it's a little bit better of a shield cell. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so... interesting. Does energy just recharge over time or something? Or does just having your shield active take up some of the energy that it can potentially give? Alright, so we can sacrifice some of the shield for it. Sorry to interrupt, but I just dug up some interesting info on this dump. Formerly known as Tevolin II, the planet of Decramatus is made up of hardline isolationists before the fall of the Empire Deucalion last year. They've only recently become interested in interplanetary relations. The whole planet is run by committee. They're extremely bureaucratic, with an elitist class living in a ring floating around the planet, and the working class that has been relegated to the surface. Limited access visitor reports are amazing technology, but none of it is allowed to be exported. Either that helps, or doesn't. Have fun. Alright, so they're an incredibly advanced society that was previously isolationist. And they're extremely bureaucratic. I can only imagine how this is gonna go. Alright. Nope. Stay out of the hangar bay if I were you. There's malfunctioning robots would kill you without a care. Oh, I'd be a good neighbor and invite you inside, but nobody's allowed in the council chambers when there's emergency meeting in session. Come on, bub. It'll only take a second. We just need to ask to fix our jalopy. I'm sure your business is all very important, but the High Council is in the middle of a very important emergency session. We can't just knock on their door and sweep you in. They're very serious about not being disturbed. Only allies of the council are trusted inside. Fine. How do I become an ally of the council? Sir, in order to see the council, you must gain their trust. And in order to gain their trust, you must prove you think like them. Why don't you vote in today's election? If you're of like mind, they will consider you an ally of the council. Sounds easy enough. Where do I vote? I believe the closest voting station is outside the Votum Administration Center. Take this hallway all the way down and you'll end up in the city district of the Ring. Just ask for directions, you'll find it easy enough. Oh, they even allow non-citizens to vote. Now that's personally something I do okay, so voting is a complicated mess, and the amount of people coming in and out of a country will never produce a significant voting population, especially for a larger country, or in this case, a goddamn planet. So, reducing voting restrictions down to the point you don't even have to prove citizenship, you just have to prove you're an individual who's not voted yet, would be an interesting concept, and honestly probably make the place even more tourist friendly by just a slight margin, by letting visitors decide on to be the break and vote. Welcome to one of Section 8's pleasant vantage points. Press Memorable Memories picture button. $1. No, that did not get added to my photos. These ballot initiatives are quite challenging. I can't decide how to vote today. Well, have a nice day. Happy voting, as they say. I'm sorry, is there something I can help you with? Well. Look at the time. I've got to be going soon. Goodbye. Vote tonight. Vomit, torture, propose. What the fuck? You don't look like you're from around here. Are you planet dwellers from the surface? We're from all over the system. Well, have you registered to vote? Judging from the absence of the voting button on your sleeve, I'd say not. Here's the deal. You have to pay a loony if you want to stay and vote. A piece? This smells... Don't be a kidder. This smells 100% of skin. I am Trumus Haith, Field Liaison of the Vatumi Interring Tax and Tariff Commission. Municipal law stipulates that all guests to our city must participate in our democratic process. All voices must be heard. I personally agree to just requiring people to vote. Because unfortunately... How do I even explain my position? Basically speaking, the more people vote, the better options typically get sorted. Like, this is going to be a political hot potato, but when it comes to the U.S., more people who vote, on average, the more people that vote, the more left-leaning the country becomes, because that's the average person. That genuinely is. That's why I have a personal belief that the good of the group is, well, the group is good, but individuals are not. I share that belief quite strongly. Alright. Since today is an election day, and you must vote, and in order to vote, you must pay me a loony to register you, vote, or leave. We're not gonna vote, and we're not gonna leave. Sir, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, you're required by laws to register yourself to vote. Please don't make me take desperate measures to ensure it. Make me onion, you're talking out your gas pump. Don, did you eat a Trotsky for breakfast? Pay the man a fee. We're in no position to piss off the locals. He's threatening us. I'm not paying a pain. It's the principality of the machine thing. I'm afraid, sir, I'm afraid I'm forced to call security. Security? That's the problem here, Mr. Eve. I don't know. Is there a problem here, citizen? Yeah, there's a problem, officer. He's panhandling for money. It's disgraceful. And so you can see these strangers refuse to register to vote. Well, please call for backup. One moment, sir. HQ's on the radio. Yes, sir. Officer B6 here. Over. Yes, sir. Mr. Atramus Heath and some planet dwellers, sir. Yes, sir. I see, sir. Of course, sir. I will, sir. This instant, sir. Are these the visitors that just docked? We're currently under orders from Mr. Keeper to extend them only the utmost courtesy. They are guests of the High Council. Mr. Keeper? Really? Well, why didn't you say so in the first place? Of course you don't have to pay the registration loony if you're under the auspices of the High Council. Sorry for the misunderstanding. Yeah, so my chum. How about some gas, food, and lodging on the house? I'm sure we can arrange something for your troubles. I'll talk to someone at the Republic Inn to get you a discount. I'm gonna take it. I'll take it. Splendid. Here are each of your voting buttons. Wear them proudly on your sleeve. Since you haven't had any electronic voting devices, I shall give you a sample ballot on paper. Read it carefully. Alright, ballot measures. Festival of Choice Elections, Section 8. Vatome. Proposition 1, shall the maximum ramp angle throughout Vatome be 45 degrees? It's a reasonable ramp angle. Proposition 2, shall cyclical vomit torture be abolished as form of punishment for first-degree murder committed by planet dwellers? Specifically planet dwellers. Position 3, shall the preparation and selling of dangerous squizzle beets for consumption be a misdemeanor? There's fucking squizzle beets. Proposition 4, shall Post Cafe be the official color of the next year's Festival of Choice? I have no idea what that color is, Post Cafe. Proposition 5. Shall outworld possessions of narcotics be punishable by death likely sentence? Immediate complete use of all substances in possession. Oh no. That's one way to get rid of it. Shall it be a felony to possess, sell, or export bpg meat for galaberine consumption? Just galaberine consumption. Proposition 7. Shall planet dweller deforestation of Wagyu East Forest or for dort herding be allowed? Shall marriages between ring dwellers and planet dwellers be recognized by the state? Hope you're aware that if you don't vote in today's election, we're allowed to kill you. And if you're looking for someone to discuss issues of the day with you, an ally of the council might be of assistance. They wear 6 pearls of wisdom on their skull. Now you're ready to participate in the election. Once you've decided on the issues, go to the voting booth just down the street. Have you voted? And sorry for the mix-up. See, Grums? It just takes some just standing up for yourself and you'll solve a lot. Remember all the things we said we'd do in college? Not really. Don't you remember we used to talk about getting off this rock for good? You're not on a rock, you're on an orbiting space ring. We're gonna strike out for the outer systems and restart our lives somewhere else. Yeah, the dreams of youth can be silly. I want a new life, someplace different, away from all this dreariness. What? You can't just leave. Your obligation is to decrepitous. Every vote counts. Guess I'm trapped here forever. Get married, raise a kid, vote every day, and shut up. Voting every single day. That's one way to make the democratic process really move. You'd have to automate your entire freaking society in order to even slightly prepare for that, though. That would just be fucking step 1. Remember all the things we said we'd do. Okay, so that's just going over it again. I think human males such as yourself are incredibly attractive, but they don't seem very interested in Democratin women. I guess we're not lumpy enough for you. Being an outward elder, how do you feel about position 8, which would forbid marriages between ring dwellers and human planet dwellers? Oh. So Democratus are the ring dwellers, and humans are the planet dwellers. Being an ally of the council, I know how the vote will sway. I'm just curious, what do you think? Alright, I'm gonna start a whole new notes page for this. Democrat. Alright. I'll tell you which way they voted if the man in the gorgeous beard would be willing to give me a kiss. If you're willing to give me a kiss, I'll tell you about the High Council voted on position 8. I'll plant one square on your lips, girlie. Lean on in. Stop it, I'm going to blush. Okay, I'm ready. Smooch. Ooh, my. I'm feeling a bit faint. It's a good thing the council voted no on Proposition 8. Alright. I hoped I'd bag one of you sooner or later. Oh well. Thanks for the thrill. Oh, it just filled it out for us. Alright. So I don't have to worry about fucking notes. Alright. Would you like a quick lesson in the politics of votes only? Why not? I've got all day. We're on Section 8, the administrative region of Vatum. This is the democratic heart of our society, and center of all the red tape on Democratus. Here, everyone has a voice, everyone is heard. The only problem is, people are dumb. We all know it, we all think it. If the voting public is too dumb to make the best decision, there needs to be a system to make sure they don't vote themselves into oblivion. This is where the High Council comes in. Each member of the council represents one of the 8 sections of the Vatum ring. They are considered the wisest men of the planet and are the first to cast their ballots in the day of the elections. Since we're the ultimate democracy, even the High Council's vote is the same as any citizen. It counts as only one vote and is kept secret until after the election. On occasion, when the public votes differently from the council, the visible repercussions are often quite negative. That's why people tend to vote the way they think the council will vote. The High Council serves as the moral compass of our society. Now, this obviously isn't actual democracy. This is like parliament fascism or something like that. It's just wrapped up in the brain-dead fake democracy that a lot of dictators seem to love. To make sure their opinions are an open secret, the council intentionally leaks its vote to the public through various channels. This way, they maintain an illusion of free democracy while guiding citizens at the same time. Yeah, it's an illusion of free democracy. So in the end, people are too dumb to make their own decisions, can feel like they're doing the right thing by voting like the council, as well as feel special for being part of Big Secret. In fact, if you really want to know the way the council votes on an issue, look for allies of the council. They're always more than happy to spill the beans on council decisions. Allies of the council have 6 pearls of wisdom attached to their skulls as a symbol of their exaltedness. So look for them. And so, here endeth the lesson. Happy voting. Yeah, not actually democratic. It's a dictatorship that wishes to insist that it's democratic. Oh, nice to see Outworlders on Votum. Democratus tends to keep it to itself. Personally, I wish we had more contact with other worlds. There are reports that a planet of scientists blew up somehow. That's gotta be a joke. How is that possible? Yeah, we were there. How did you vote in yesterday's election? It was all for changing the name of Tron 3000. What a stupid name. Alright, that's just the same one line. No, I guess 2 lines. Oh, hello! Different species. Do you have a ship? You have to get me out of here. Kodacom sent me here to negotiate a distribution deal with the Democrat and Trade Commission. Hold on. Before you run off to slit your wrists, let me tell you what I know. They have amazing technology. You would not believe the stuff they could do. They could be flying around here in stylized mechanoids in a beautiful zero-G city if they wanted to, but the whole planet is paralyzed by indecision and red tape. They can't get a damn thing done to save their lives. Everyone's an administrator. I haven't met one scientist or artist in 6 months. Look around you. Unimaginative middle management types are everywhere. I'm gonna want to blow my brains out. And no one's in charge around here. They don't even have a commander-in-chief for their military. No one wants to be accountable, so they vote on everything. And if something bad happens, it's not any individual's fault. That's the peak benefit of democracy. It's not any individual's fault. It's everyone's fault. Yep, we're in this together. For hell and high water. I give them 6 months before they self-destruct. That's why I gotta get out of this place. Please, take me out of here. Please take me with you. Quite the interesting society. I was like, an interesting little corner. Yay, just tearing through this. Oh, damn it. There we go. Door open. Found Bane Wave. I just hit I to try to go to inventory. Okay, not a weapon for you. Oh wait. Miss Affinity. Great mist power. Bad. So he's really good to add more status effecty ones where the power is not a big deal. Alright, that makes sense. You know, actually, that might actually be better on Grumpos, because that way he's just going to No. Because if he has to move, might as well just use a Vistum. Tell your friend he's marrying material. No. That was just the council person again. What an odd little corner. I mean, for a society that is just so melted. What is your ability, by the way? Analyze. I have yet to see a use for this. You know what? You know what? Fuck it. I know exactly what I'm doing. Alright, we're swapping out quick. Also, is it just me, or does Boots actually walk faster than a lot of the others? But, yeah. Now that we actually have our official party, and we know that we keep 3 members of our party at any time, I'm going to be pretty aggressive when it comes to swapping out characters for utility uses. That's how I play all the games that I play, so just because if it's going to take a bit before we visit here, or if we can't visit here again, I'd really prefer to ground pose. Alright. There. Since he has such the rarest use anyway, I say. There we go. Oh. There. Since he's got the rarest use, at least from our personal experience, with Boots having the most common, being the lockpicking, and Pal having the second most common with hacking. We have yet to use Analyze at all, though, to be fair. It would just feel wrong not keeping the new party member on the party. Let's fucking go! But yeah, seeing as an entire planet's been destroyed, I'm going to be really aggressive with item collection. Because there's no telling when we're going to have the opportunity to miss a super important item. Because we... Oh, of course. Alright. Alright, oh. Alright. Let's do this. Alright. There we go. There we go, and then what do you, my friend? Fire retardant routing. Alright, since... Alright. There we go. We have a wonderful film community on Democratus. Ever since Outworlder movie equipment became available 2 years ago, we've been shooting our own films and learning the medium. Both Shuttle Landing in Hangar Bay 94 and Velcop shooting Stun Wand at camera were this year's standouts. So they're currently speedrunning the history of filmmaking. Cool, cool. Oh, nice to see Outworlds on Votome. Democratus tends to keep to itself. Personally, alright, that's you talking again. Alright. His shirt isn't very well ironed. Look at his pants. And his sleeves are scuffed, and his shoes are scuffed. He must not know what he's talking about. Well, at least he's blunt about it. Magnificent speaker, isn't he? In addition to teaching public speaking at a university, he's also the chairman of Perpetuity Salvation, a non-profit organization dedicated to the plight of the little workers. He told me he was aware of the High Council's vote on Proposition 6 this morning, and I thought I couldn't get him to although I couldn't get him to spill the beans, I felt I was wearing him down. I'm sure someone can get him to spill the beans on High Council Proposition 6 vote. I'm going to immediately mean Grumpus, right? I have a funny feeling I'm being watched. I've only got one thing to say anyone thinking of voting against Proposition 6, and it's this. Democrats do not eat Bipedri meat, period. Bipedri are too productive to waste as food. Most ring dwellers are unaware that nearly 3,000 Bipedris were slaughtered on the surface of Democratus for the purpose of outdoor activity called galabering. Bipedri bound for slaughter are often crowded into cargo pens made for smaller animals and travel many cycles without sustenance. It's painful and cruel, and we must put a stop to it. Bipedri Salvation is not a collection of knee-jerk activists looking for a cause. We're responsible members of the community. I myself am an ally of the council who believes in death with dignity for every Bipedri, and we are open to discourse. Alright. Yeah, Grumpos would be required for that one. What an odd little corner. The buzzing noise. There are farms in the agriculture sections of the ring that grow hundreds of varieties of vegetables. One of the vegetables, the squizzle beet, is quite poisonous. If the chef does not prepare it right, it can be fatal. But it's poison that gives the beet its distinctive flavors, so like certain kinds of almonds. If Proposition 3 passes, I'll allow the preparation of squizzle beet, which sucks, because I can't get enough of them. As well as personally being an ally of the High Council, my sister is an assistant for one of them. Last night she told me how they voted on Proposition 3. My, did you see his eyes light up? I bet you're just dying to know how they voted. You better take advantage of this situation. Quick. Yes, quick thinking, my friend. Just noticed I'm rather thirsty. I'll tell you the High Council vote on Proposition 3 if you bring me a tasty, quick quack juice from Jejun Juices. Alright, so I have to head to the juice bar. There you are. Mr. Keebler wants you to know that the council is still in session and will remain so for quite a while longer. We apologize for any inconveniences, but I'm sure you'll understand our position. Democratic matters must take precedent in this case. I mean... Yay! What an other odd corner. I mean, they're a bureaucratic nightmare, so it wouldn't surprise me if even the building direction chosen was... Well, it's nice to see you. Alright, that's you again. I sense a demonstration forming down there. I should call for backup. Can't have every voice heard. Know what I mean? Yeah, this is just a dictatorship that's masked itself as a democracy. There are a few of us who think the High Council is an effective form of government. The High Council decides it's the initiative and everyone votes how the Council would vote. Is it really democracy? I think Hal Halbert's the only member of the Council who represents how the everyday person really thinks. Yeah, this is starting to remind me of, what's it called? Oh, yeah, the Senate. Because oftentimes the Senate is at odds with the general public just because states with lower populations are given an unequally strong vote because of this. And it's not great for America. Quack juice. Hey, sir, here you go. Time to get this fucker his drink. I don't think you were actually going to get me a juice. You made my day. Inside scoop, the High Council voted yes on Proposition 3. Damn, that poor dude. He just wants his dangerous to consume beats. Be like outlawing potatoes, because potatoes are quite poisonous if not prepared correctly. Oh, yeah, you just gotta DI them. It's not too simple. This is my first date. How does it look like it's going? My hand is totally sweaty. I can smell it from here. Boy, I hope she doesn't think I'm dumb. I want her to like me. I'm afraid to hold her hand. My palm's all sweaty. My hand's totally sweaty. I can smell. His hand's totally sweaty. I can smell it from here. I really like her. I hope she doesn't think I'm weird that I keep talking to you. Hey, go talk to her. Distract her for a sec. I need to formulate a new strategy. What a creep. Does he think I can't hear him talking to you? I'm sitting right here. Go tell him I think he's a loser. Go tell him. Don't bother. I heard it. Go tell him he's losing. Don't bother, I heard. Wow, that is mean. My voice is getting quite used to so much reading. So many votes and ballots, petitions and straw polls and referendums. It's so too overwhelming. Also, it is not lost on me that the dialogue box has changed. Is someone going to order? Oh no, they're just saying, quit complaining, you're married. Why do you need time with yourself? Yeah, they're debating fucking marriage over here. They're gonna vote me off the committee. I wasn't good enough and they're gonna throw me out on my hide. I have to live in Section 3 for with the rest of the burnouts. How am I gonna tell my parents? We don't talk about the Emperor. He was an evil man. We're glad he's gone. Yeah, they went from a monarchy to parliament. So, slight improvement. Ooh, distant item shop. What may I get you, fine voter? Buy or sell. Alright. Okay, so I own both of those already. Bane device fair. Alright, so these are all mystems, aren't they? No, I don't think they're Vistems. Turbo Alert Wrist Puncher. Anti-Winky Amulet. Freeze Me Not Loop. Protects from freezing in battle. I'm gonna buy one just to see if it is Vistem or not. Winky one. Excellent choice. Alright. Oh, yes, it is Vistem. Alright. Excellent choice. Alright. So, just for the purposes of completionism, I just wanted to get every Vistem. Even if it costs me a fair bit of grinding off-screen. I will take it. Alright. Excellent choice. Even ceasing to talk to him is an excellent choice. I have so much mystech to hunt down. But I will be a completionist. Votabulator. Please get ready to vote on the 8 propositions recently proposed by the council. So the maximum ramp angle throughout Vato may be at 45 degrees. Here's your silver voting card. So, silver vote card? I have no idea what that means, and I did not... Proof that how you voted on democratic issues. Alright. I've been watching you. Are you going to talk to everyone in the city? Yes. Simple answer, yes. Long answer, yes, sir. Oh, you can just click him to make him depressed. Everyone has a voice. My friend doesn't. Oh, he's just straight up mute. Alright, that's just that dude again. We have so much mystech to hunt down. Let's see how this looks. Damn, just the opposite side of the spectrum pretty much. There we go. Boots, you menace. Just cutting through security like it's freaking nothing. With that good old vibrating lockpick. That is a gun. Vistem Octagon. That sounds like an improvement on, Alright, so that's a significant improvement on weapon. Fair 4-barreled energy gun. So we go to 1 shot, 3 shots, 4 shots. I'll take it. I see you. Old Duclonian and shield cell. Now, how does that compare to the ones we have? Oh, much higher shield, but it would consume all the energy. Alright. Okay, so Friezo is apparently the strongest Vistem we have so far. Or at least according to the stat screen. I'm presuming that's just its damage potential, then. Do you think about yesterday's shield proposal? Personally, I don't see a need for permanent security shield around our home world. It's not like our planet's in any danger of being attacked by Outworlders. Right? You like us, don't you? Would ever want to make war with us? We are peaceful people. Put a shield up. Hey, what if we decide not to vote today? They'll find you and they'll club you over and over again. Alright, that's you again. My goodness, there's just so many people to talk to. I see that. Well, get to work. Alright. Oh. Of course. Alright. Nope. Damn it. Alright. Yep, it was that one. There we go. Backdoor security. And all that for a heel grease complete. Yay. Just a little storage closet in the middle. Fucking alley. What a weird layout. It's probably bureaucracy. Like, all pathways need to be above a certain length or some shit like that, probably. I hear the High Council called an emergency session this morning. I bet they're just coming up with tomorrow's initiatives. I heard from a friend who works at the hangar bay that the sentry roads are on full alert. I swear. How can they have practice drills so often? Tell your friend he's marrying material. Oh, yep, that's you again. We're slowly chopping through him. Since you're a planet dweller, you might not be bright enough to realize you're not on the surface anymore. The band you saw cross the sky and thought was a god and threw rocks at, well, that's where you are right now. Geosynchronous orbit around the planet. Can you say geosynchronous? Yes, I can, bitch. Those 4 gentlemen over there are most renowned engineers on Rotom. They designed the ring we're standing on right now. Greetings, I am Buddy 12. Buddy Barbera? Personal assistant. I serve all my owner's emotional and filing needs. My owner is currently unavailable. We should have had a blueprint from the very beginning. You can't improvise architecture. Will you stop being so moody, Brunta? Oh, I'm glad we're not stuck working on the surface planet. We're allies of the Council. Let's act like it and focus. My buddy 12 just received a memo from the High Council detailing their decision on Proposition 1. Maximum ramp angle initiative? Who cares about this? Why don't we build a shell around the planet instead, pretend it never existed, and become a new Democratus? Screw the maximum ramp angle initiative. They're going to make us do something stupid. Will you stop complaining? Let's focus on the High Council memo concerning Proposition 1 that my buddy 12 just received. Not until these undesirables leave the area. Greetings, I am buddy 12. Bubbly Arbera, personal assistant. Alright. Fucking knew it. Knew it. I'm hacking your personal assistant, bitch. Oh, that was just perfect. A nice, simple one, too. Memo to Brady Day, Senior Entering Architect, from Miss Redfoot, Vice Secretary of Democratic High Council. I've just been made aware that the High Council's decision on vis-a-vis Proposal 1 will affect a quarter of this quarter's architecture budget. The Council unanimously decided to vote yes on the measure, meaning all ramps and entering that exceed 45 degrees must be redesigned and rebuilt. Please adjust your expenditure estimates accordingly. We love your work. Sincerely, Miss Redfoot. It was fantastic. I can't believe how much science you know. My circuits are tingling. We should interface again sometime. Yay! We're going to be using all of our abilities, aren't we? Figures as much. Oh, this is a suspicious corner. Very suspicious corner. Nope, analyze does not do anything to that corner. Well, now that they've got the ramp angle limitations, they have to redesign these. I don't think they're 45 degrees. Where are they? Oh yeah, they're about 45. So good thing, you don't have to redesign those. Greetings, I am your interface for the Vatum Lost and Found. I am a standard issue Buddy 12 Bebobot. I have no add-on for infrared interfaces, advanced heuristics, or remote communication skills of any kind. It is okay, I do not mind. I'm perfectly happy being on the very bottom rung of that very tall ladder of models of Bebobot. It suits me fine that each and every Bebobot is leaps and bounds better than me. Nothing I like better than the bottom of the food chain existence here. Looking for useless items that my oh-so-smart masters have left behind. Some stuff a pocket calculator could keep track of. But I digress. How may I help you, sir? One ought to help you find lost items. Oh yes, please. Thank you very much for your kind assistance. 2 bits of advice. Do not bother the council. The Bobots have scourged the area, and Butler bots are constantly cleaning the Republic in. So item must have been left around the Vatum somewhere. Hurry, because someone might find it and take it. Okay, get ready. We're trying to locate a midterm report. Go. A fucking midterm report? There's still some of us who believe the surface of the planet is where we belong. We've been living on this ring so long, we've lost touch with ourselves as people. We mustn't forget where we came from. We mustn't pretend it never existed. So I'm just trying to find just a random report that's wedged somewhere. Alright. I made friends with an outworld many years ago, when our society was not so isolationist. wasn't long before this friend offered me Naki. I was young, I didn't know any better. Before I knew it, I was hooked. It took me years to recover from the addiction. I will never trust an Outworld again. Although I am an ally of the Council, I believe that they are wrong in voting no on Proposition 5. Outworlds who spread their poison into our society deserve to die. Trouble me no more. Oh, that's nice. Outworld or possession of narcotics be punishable by death. Yay! We got another answer. Is that office where we got the new gun? My goodness, I'm already out of time again. Fuck. This game's got me reading a lot. So I thank y'all very much for joining me then. Because this game's fucking wild. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy. And make sure to share with a friend you think might enjoy as well. Thank y'all very much for joining me. See you when I see ya. Bye!